Howdy, y'all. I am Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. I have been doing my best to keep people informed with the facts that Disney is not your friend. They don't care about your kids. They don't care about family-friendly entertainment anymore. And numbers are now beginning to show that the normies are starting to catch on. Now, we cannot say how many people are unsubscribing from Disney Plus. Those are numbers we don't have access to. It's just hearsay, but we hearsay that people are massively beginning to unsubscribe, but we have no facts on that. People want to show numbers. Oh, look, Disney still made money. They're doing fine. Yeah, yesterday their stock dropped 30%. Good job on that. But the health of Disney is not so much the specific numbers of their profits or losses. The health of Disney is registered in the fact that they are losing touch with their true customer base, their true one-time fans, all for the sake of getting the Twitter backpat, the social media thumbs up, the acceptance of a minority, because let's be honest, the alphabet community is a minority. But then again, we're not having a problem with the alphabet community because the Florida bill, which has caused all of this, has nothing to do with the alphabet community. It has to do with the attempted, dare I say, grooming of children, the over-sexualization of children, the indoctrination of children. We already know that GLAAD is they are one of the major puppet masters of Bob Chapek and Disney and many other media. See right there, they're pushing hard. We'll talk about that later this weekend on the roundtable. We know who their masters are. We know what their agenda is because it's just all about agenda. It's about getting to the kids, corrupting the children, and that's the problem. And you know what? The normies, well, they're starting to catch on. A Trafalgar Group study reveals that 68% of Americans less likely to do business with Disney over sexualized content. Now, I took a course once during one of my master's programs about polls, surveys, as it were. Surveys, you can manipulate anything with a survey. Depends on how you ask the questions, depends on your sample size. Now, we're going to take a look at this COSA Disney Business Full Report. This was done, the Trafalgar Group's new National Issues Survey on Disney, which was sponsored by the Convention of States Action, found that more than 69% of respondents said they were likely to support family-friendly alternatives to Disney. Now, we're going to look at that in a second, and I'm going to show you right at the beginning why this survey hits the right marks. Why it hits the right marks. We're just going to go right to it. Let's take it. Here it is. Trafalgar Group's nationwide issues surveys, April 2002. They just did this. This is surveys are a snapshot in time so that people can understand, groups can understand what the people are thinking. Again, they are all dependent on how you ask the questions, who you ask, and your sample size. Trafalgar Group right away shows us this is a good one. It's over a short period of time, 3 days conducted across the nation. 3 days. It's a tight little thing. 1,079 respondents. That's within the sweet spot. You generally want between 1,000 and 1,500 people to be a part of a survey because then you can accurately project their responses as a reflection of the greater population of the country. So that's it's right in the sweet spot area. Likely general election voters. Now, that's a little bit of an iffy selection because you would rather get registered voters because then you're sure who you're talking to, but likely that's one step below. You'd rather get registered voters than likely general election voters, but I guess they chose this because this shows the shift of who's going to be voting where in the upcoming general election in 2 years, which will be heralded by the midterm elections here in the U.S. this fall. Margin of error, you want always between 3 to 5%. The closer you get around to 3% is really good. So their margin of error is right in that proper point. Making sure your confidence level is 95%. There's always that 5% outlier of people who are not going to who are going to give you the weird response. But they count for that. So their margin of error is right in the sweet spot, as is the confidence and response rate. I don't really remember the exact meaning of that, so I have no opinion on whether or not the response rate is correct. But there you go. They've hit most of the right, to use the term, they've checked most of the correct boxes here. That's why this looks to be an accurate survey of the country. So here are the questions. Disney business. News reports reveal Disney focusing on creating content to expose young children to sexual ideas. Does it make you more or less likely to do business with Disney? These are regular folks, not broken down by their categories, as we'll see. Much more likely, only 6.1%. Somewhat 3%, 3.3%. Less likely, 11%. But here's the big one. Much less likely. That's over half. No difference, 22. Those are people who don't care about anything. You're never going to reach them. But here we go. So you tell that up. There is your 68%, 69% right there. That's massive. Who are not going to do it. This is what is the problem that Disney has. Disney will keep making money because you got this 22.5% plus this extra basically 10% right here. So we'll say 32% that are just going to keep spending the money like mindless drones. Either they're probably up in here indoctrinated, very ideological, or here they just don't give a shit.
All too easy.
We keep going, though. Democrats. This is the breakdown of Democrats. Uh-oh. See, now, Democrats are kind of that, they're the target group when it comes to ideology. 48.2% less likely. That's nearly 50% of all those who were surveyed that were Democrats. And when we go down later, more Democrats were surveyed than Republicans in this. There you got a problem. You're not even winning over the people who are more likely to be a party to your propaganda of the Florida bill and what it says and what it doesn't say. Well, you would expect this. Conservatives, GOP, that's massive.
Congratulations, another mortal enemy made. You should be very proud.
You've pissed off a massive amount of people. That's the breakdown of that. Okay, so no party. The independent, the mighty independent voter, the one who needs to be swayed the most, the one who does not have roots in ideology. 72.5% when you add up these two bars right here. That's a problem. That's a problem because they're the ones that shift the balances when it comes to issues. And this is an issue. And here are all Disney alternatives. How likely are you to support family-friendly alternatives to Disney? They're over almost 70%, 61.9% when you add up these two to 30%. Alternative media. That's what this channel and many other channels are all about. We're here to produce, create, offer opportunities that are different than the mainstream. Alternative entertainment. Disney is losing the market share. That's the big thing. I was listening to Friday Night Tights a week or so ago, and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, who's a very big Disney guy, I was into the theme parks, made it very clear in his breakdown that, yeah, the Walt Disney World in Florida holds the massive market share. They hold the giant piece of the pie. And Universal and everybody else, they're smaller. But even chipping away a few percentage points, that's billions of dollars lost. They cannot afford to lose anything. Even the smallest amount is a loss of massive profit. And it's especially a threat now that the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, may very well remove Disney's special relationship with the government of Florida, i.e. their special tax breaks, their special exceptions. This is not good. This indicates that Disney will lose more market share, which will mean a loss of money and consumer confidence. Nobody wants to play it. Now, here it is. When you break that down further, Democrats are likely 58.6%, and Republicans are definitely more than likely with 77%. They're losing this battle. And bottom line, no party again. Massive. Not likely to use Disney. More than likely, somewhat likely to join an alternative entertainment to Disney. And the key is family friendly. That is what Disney was supposed to represent. Family friendly. They don't anymore.
Cry havoc, and let's slip the dogs of war.
Here's your breakdown of ethnicity, or race, as the SJWs want to call it. That's pretty accurate, because these are the accurate numbers of the breakdowns of the breakdown of race in America. So that's pretty accurate.
Aha! Aha!
This is a problem for Disney. This is why I have been talking about Disney has a problem. They are losing consumer confidence. People who back them forever, they're running away. And they are more likely to support non-Disney family-friendly entertainment, because let's be honest, Disney is not family-friendly anymore.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Boycott Disney. Don't give them your hard-earned money. Spend that money in other places. In the end, we the people, with the power of the wallet, power of the purse, will decide the fate of Disney. Because the more money they lose, the more their stock drops, the more the stockholders get angry, and the more likely they are to force changes. And one day, maybe very soon, the American government, both state and federal, will decide to start denying Disney their privilege. I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be appreciated. I'm here to earn your trust and support by giving you facts and logic. Therefore, if you like what you heard, why don't you subscribe to me? Check out the rest of my channel. You might find you like it here. Hit the notification button. Share my video if you like what I'm preaching. And by all means, leave a comment. I want to hear from real people, not stans, not SJWs, because real people, we can disagree and still get along because we're normal. We are not creeps or groomers like some Disney defenders and stans and SJWs who are cowards behind keyboards. I don't care what they think. I will never care what they think, despite how much they want me to. We ignore them. We deny them oxygen. They will lose this fabricated power they have developed, and they will fade away. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Howdy, y'all. The first chapter of my fantasy novel, Guardian of Innocence, is now available for free. Click the link in the description below and join me in an old-school good versus evil story where Cole Larys, a disillusioned mercenary, suddenly finds himself dropped into the middle of a destiny he never asked for as the protector of Jania Sarai, a blacksmith's daughter who may hold the answers to finally stopping a millennia-old threat to the world of Rosetta. Cole's perceptions of love, family, trust, loyalty, as well as his very beliefs in fate versus free will shall be tested as he struggles to keep Jania safe from the minions of the dreaded Zabor Tal, former champion of the gods and now ruler of the long-forgotten Yis Empire. Click the link below, enjoy the first chapter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and help it grow so that I can bring you the full story in the near future. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I don't do Facebook. I will never do Twitter. If you want to reach out to me, email me at therednerd@gmail.com. I'm on Getter now, @TheRedNerd, the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can also follow me on Odyssey @TheRenaissanceNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.